Okay, I am Nancy Hill, and this is my audience. This is Logan, my husband.
Hi.
This is Chelsea.
Hi.
This is Nikki.
Hi.
And this is Reno.
Hi.
All right, go ahead and sit down, guys. Okay, so every couple gets married to start a new beginning and a new life. And that typically starts with marriage and then a honeymoon and then kids when you're ready for them. Our marriage was so much more than that because when Logan joined the Marine Corps, we knew marriage meant getting to stay together, getting to travel together, and getting to keep our family together. So I'm going to tell you today about how marriage gave us our new beginning and what an adventure it was then. Our first adventure started when we had to fly out to San Diego, California to watch Logan graduate from the Marine Corps. We got to enjoy the palm trees and the temperate climate and all the beauties that California had to offer. After his graduation weekend, though, we had to come back home to California, while Logan bounced around all over the place to finish his training. When he found out he was going to be in Pensacola, Florida, I got excited because I knew my sister lived in Louisiana, so very close, and I started to plan my wedding. And that didn't mean a pretty dress or pretty flowers or a guest list. That meant planning an entire trip and a 5-hour drive from Louisiana to Pensacola. So when we finally got there, it was as easy as picking Logan up, driving to the courthouse, and saying I do. 2 months after that, I had our second child, Brody, in June, and Logan was still training out in California. And so it wasn't until July that he was able to finally come whisk us off to California then to join him. And we got to enjoy the blindingly bright sun of Oceanside and the beautiful beaches of golden sand every day. But those days of the golden sand and the bright sunshine were left just to my 2 kids and me on October 31st when Logan had to go on his first deployment to Afghanistan. And it was a whole new adventure. We had 7 months of just trying to make the very best of everything we could, while we could. And it worked. We managed, we got through it, and that coming May, he was back in our arms again. So other than the beaches, we also got to enjoy SeaWorld multiple times and Knott's Berry Farm. And then also we got to cruise down to San Diego to have a dinner night out or just pick up people that were coming to visit us. After that short year of family time, he was scheduled to go back to Afghanistan again in November. But staying in California wasn't possible this time because I was going to have our third child in February. So we packed up all our things and headed out back to Nebraska again. And it was a glorious trip, and I just can't forget some of the sights that I got to see. We got to see the plateaus and the beautiful salt wash of Utah and the heavily forested Colorado Rockies and the stinky farms of western Nebraska, and I can never forget that. When we finally got here, after 3 days of travel, we rented a house in Papillion, and that's where we waited, and he was off again before I knew it. So we talked every day on the phone until March, and he decided that it'd be a good idea for us to move back to California. And then we could wait for him, and he would be back from deployment in a couple of months. And I was so excited, I practically leaped up and clicked my heels because not only did I miss him, I missed this beautiful state that I call home. So then a new adventure starts. We pack up the whole house, we clean it up, and I have my best friend by my side. I didn't even have to ask her. And so my sister drove the Penske with her dad, and Chelsea and I went ahead and drove the car with the kids, and we headed off to California. So after 3 long days of travel, 11 hours a day of driving, we finally get to our new house in California. And it is huge and it is beautiful, and we are ecstatic. And that is where we spend our next couple of months waiting for Logan to get back again. It was kind of like my life was on repeat. So in May, he finally gets back, and again, it's one of the best days of our lives. We're finally reunited again after what feels like forever. And at that point, we have only 4 more months in the Marine Corps to enjoy California and that military life. So early September is when we packed up our things again. We moved on back to Nebraska. We took my favorite route with the plateaus and the salt wash of Utah and the Colorado Rockies and the stinky farms of western Nebraska. And now here we are. We're in the middle of Omaha, out of the Marine Corps lifestyle, just pursuing our degrees. And although our adventure that marriage gave us is over, I feel that a new adventure will start when we graduate from college then.